just to let everyone know, you can now join the CBS channel and become a supporter of this fine establishment and support a person for a good cause. And, if you end up supporting me, I'm going to make things happen if I could. So basically, this is me being elected for some political position, but not really political so much as just like, isn't it kind of though? It doesn't really have to go to political. I think if things aren't political, they can still be political. But I don't know. Maybe you just share common interests with people and probably target a very low audience, very low number of audience why am I talking about demographics when I'm supposed to be talking about the negativity machine? Jesus Christ, the negativity machine. Isn't it so hard to be positive when you can see reality and then you're just negative, but being negative is actually real, but being real is actually negative? You know what I'm saying? When you look at reality and you look at the facts and you're just like, it's really easy to be negative. There's so many negative things. And, but I think that, like, honestly, I think negative things are kind of come in low doses, It kind of does, but there are a lot of damn negative things happening. Like you think about murder or like car accidents or like all that graphic, terrible stuff that I shouldn't be talking about because I'm supposed to be in the mainstream mood here. So I'm supposed to very limit the things that I'm talking about because I can't be too explicit here. I can't be too much for you because I know that there's people out there. They want me to be a pillow. They can sleep on a night. They don't want me to be a shotgun to their head or something. Like they don't want me to bloody an axe and put it into their forehead or something. No, this isn't a horror movie. This is a damn video. This is a comfort video. That's what it is. Supposed to stroke your hair, comb your hair, make you feel good. Not creepy though. Just old Setherino over here, making sure that you are off on the right foot every morning. But yeah, it's kind of classically cliche situation here when the negativity machine is what it is, and you get kind of pulled into it no matter what, and you kind of look at all the sights along the way, and then you just got to accept the things that are in front of you, and honestly, you probably don't want to do what I'm doing. Like me over here trying really hard, making videos, trying to grind on this stuff, trying to do stuff. I'm trying to do stuff with my life over here. And it's almost like, what? I would be better off just like as like working at a fast food restaurant the rest of my life. Honestly. Like it and like if you work fast food, like honestly, just stay there. Don't even give this a try. But if you do, you should probably be a little bit chill about it and don't really care too much about what people think. But if you want to get on the grind, you get on the grind. Like for me, I feel good about it. If I make something, I feel good about it, and I'm loving what I'm doing, and I feel like doing something. I do stuff when I feel like doing it, and I can't really control myself necessarily, but I have tried before. Like I need to get some stuff done. I need to work here. So I don't know. I've had some moments in my life where I was extremely negative, and it's almost like I made a comeback. And I've seen it time and time again. You ever see like a comeback and it speaks to you kind of thing? Like I've seen a lot of different comebacks, in sports and gaming too. A lot of comebacks, and comebacks can be pretty rare, especially depending on the competition and what's happening. Different factors. The more factors, the better. That gives the video game more depth. That gives the situation more depth. That's why video games have more depth than real sports because you can just do so much more in a video game, man. They're better. Get with real life. Jesus Christ. So negative not playing video games. um but yeah, you kind of get sucked in and you're like here's a funny thing. Here's a funny thing. I made an ice cream video over a year ago, and it was one of the first videos I made of me eating ice cream on camera, okay? And I actually went on this rant. I could go find the video, but I went on this rant about how, like, nothing was working for me. I was trying to do comedy. It just never really ended up the way it was. And, I know that nothing's expected, but I just kind of hit a breaking point and I started just going off the wall about eating ice cream and how useless and pointless it was. I was doing this actually. And because it's funny because what actually ended up happening was I got a bunch of subscribers and views and stuff from eating food on camera, which is pretty ironic because I was sitting there not too long ago just eating an ice cream cone talking about how pointless it was to even make the video because I was just trying different stuff, and it was pretty funny because I started making these videos and then people started liking them and more people liked them. So it was kind of interesting to watch that happen because I was so negative though, and I get into that mode, and it's kind of crazy because now I'm like, even in the last year, I've become like so chill. Like I'm just becoming so chill with everything that's happening in my life, and it's harder to get really caught up in all of that negative stuff because when you look at, especially trying to do the things that I'm doing, like I publish books independently, I make cartoons, sometimes I make different videos, I do different stuff, and when things just don't go your way, you just kind of get sucked into that negative point of view, and then you're almost like, what does it matter? No one, I'm never gonna be, I'm never gonna be popular. I'm never gonna succeed. It's not really about being famous to me. It's more about just like whenever you look at entertainment from a professional perspective, it's like, well, you provide a service, you give it to people, and if you can be kind of relatable or whatever to them, then you can be that person that they kind of like watching. So it's really like you're just kind of making a product you're trying to sell to someone at that point. I know people don't like to hear like that, but I think it's just a hard thing to have so much style and just be so cool. Like you're dope, man. You're dope. People like you because you're dope. That's probably the best way to say it is dope. You're just dope, man. You're just cool. You just style, feel good. It's doing stuff the right way. It's so touchy, man. It's so touchy. Everything's so touchy. It's crazy. But so for me, I know what I'm capable of. It's just a matter of putting the time in and deciding what I want to do. And sometimes I kind of surprise myself because I get so negative, and I'm pretty sure everyone does. Like, even if something is going good, like I just got a video up to 20 million views, okay, on my Ice Cream Man channel. I just got that video to 20 million views. That's like impossible for me. That's like unheard of. Like, I never thought that I would be able to do something like that. And, and of course I've uploaded a lot of videos to get to that point, but most of them just little clips, little food clips and stuff, just trying to clip stuff out and make something entertaining for people to watch. Just making something for people to watch on their phone. Did you ever think it was really that simple? You're just making something for someone to watch on their phone, and sometimes not everybody likes that thing that you make for them, which is completely okay because you probably got to work like 20 years before you're actually going to succeed, which is completely okay. No, I've been on a lot of different places mentally. But yeah, the negative, it's so easy to be negative, and you just have to see reality for what it is, and then it's like, what's the worth out of life if you're not just enjoying it right now? Because you're doing something for later. That's the way I see it. Like, I'm doing something right now, I might not get the best results, but maybe it's leading to something if I keep on doing it. And that's all you can really do. Like, maybe it's going somewhere, maybe it's not, but kind of getting roped into all that negativity really doesn't help you. And sometimes it's so solidified and it's almost like it's permanent. Like, it's almost like permanent damage, man. Like some people, like me, I used to be like that, like almost permanently damaged, where I was like, I just so negative about my life and just everything sucks, and maybe like I'd be better off dead. So it's like some very dark, negative stuff that I used to be in. But I actually found out, in reality, not a lot of people are really like. There's not really a large percentage of people that deal with some of that kind of stuff. You know, like some people are like. There's a lot of people out there living like very good lives. So it's kind of crazy how the news always shows you all the negative things, but in reality, how many people live really good lives today, and how many people had something bad happen to them? Probably more good days than bad days if you think about the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. So I don't know, man. The whole negativity machine, it just pulls you in, puts a stamp on your forehead, throws you down the assembly line like you're being, you know, almost like everything that makes you is being built in some factory, and you're just like robots building a car, and that society it just builds you into something, and you're like, what the hell is this? These aren't the counterparts that make me. And then you get into political controversy and some of that deep intellectual controversial stuff, and you know then it's you against them, and they're mentally ill, but to them, you're mentally ill and you're crazy and you're wrong. So you know how it goes. See you later. Have a good one.